It's Janet, Styles and Smiles again. We're here for shampoo and conditioning part 2. So make sure you watch last week's video because that's going to explain a lot of the science behind how shampoo works. So I wanted to talk to you today about a little bit more about shampoo, obviously, because honestly, we had like a whole section at beauty school, like a whole unit that was just about shampooing. So there really is a lot more to shampooing than just throwing shampoo in your hair. But I wanted to talk about it a little bit more because I know a lot of people say things like, oh, I never, like I run out of shampoo way before I run out of conditioner. Why do they make the bottles the same size or they run out of conditioner way before? Why are they the same size? So if you watch last week's video, you'll learn about how shampoo really cleans your hair and how conditioner really moisturizes your hair. So I wanted to explain a little bit more about how to get the most out of your shampoo. I did mention about how you should shampoo twice because the first time it is getting all of the buildup off your hair, all of the environmental buildup, any product buildup, whatever, so the conditioner can go in and condition it. So that's important to know, so make sure you understand, watch the first video anyways. So when you shampoo, you gotta shampoo twice. My grandpa was one of those that thought, the guy that put repeat on the shampoo bottle, he just did it to make extra money because then people will buy twice as much. And so that's kind of what I had thought growing up too. That's what my mom had told me, and I was like, oh yeah, they just put lather, rinse, repeat just so people will buy more shampoo. But really it does have a purpose. So before you shampoo, the best thing to do before you even get in the shower, before you go to wash your hair, how sometimes your hair gets really oily just right up at the roots, but then down here it's all really dry, and you're like, why do I have greasy hair and dry hair at the same time? So if you comb through, brush your hair before you wash it first. So brush it all, because those natural oils in your scalp are trying to moisturize your hair, and that's why you get so greasy. But if you brush that through your hair, you don't want to be doing it like before you go out and you're like, yeah, I've got greasy hair. But if you brush it all through to get all those natural oils through your hair, it helps to moisturize your hair before you get in the shower. And then when you go to shampoo, first of all, using good shampoo, watch part 1. That's all I'm going to say. Good shampoo. So you really, if you're using a good professional quality shampoo, you don't need to use a ton. You don't need to use a whole handful like you're used to. You do about a quarter size, maybe a little bit more if you have a ton of hair. I have a lot of hair, but I still only use maybe a quarter size or so. If you have shorter hair, use, a nickel or even a dime size. But squirt it in the palm of your hand, and then what you do, you want to emulsify it, which is like rub it all in together. So you want to almost start a lather, not quite like this soapy lather, but you want to like mix it all really, really well together on your hand, and then you put it on. So the shampoo is more for your scalp, so get that all in your scalp. Kind of don't use your nails, but like use your fingertips and kind of scrub it all around on your scalp after you emulsify it. That will make it go a lot farther. The first time you shampoo, you usually don't get tons of sudsy either. I notice, that's really where you're just getting all that really, really buildup off. So it might not be super, super sudsy. So after you rinse that out, do it again with a smaller amount the second time. You don't need nearly as much the second time. So if the first time you use a quarter size, second time go to a nickel size. So do the same thing, put a nickel size in your hand, rub it together. I do it with my fingers like this, or you could rub it, but you want to get it on your hands and then shampoo it again. The second time you notice you get a lot more lather. You get a lot more because that's where it's like, oh, it's not so build up that it's pulling off. It's really cleaning your hair. So that's why the second time is really important. You get a lot more lather. The shampoo will go through your hair more. So if the first time you're like, oh, my shampoo's like just staying in one spot, I can't get it anywhere, that's why you got to shampoo twice. If you have a lot of buildup, it's really bad, you're not getting that good lather the second time, maybe even try it a third time. But you want to get that really good lather where it comes through all your hair. So then with the shampoo, like I said, you do it the scalp. So then with the conditioner, you'll do the same thing as far as emulsify. Just do that quarter size maybe in your hand, emulsify it, rub it around together. But with the conditioner, you don't want to put it so much at your scalp. You want to do it more at the ends of your hair. So I get it, and I just kind of pull it through, but then you want to finger comb it all through, or if you have one of those wide tooth shower combs or something, you want to really comb all that conditioner through your hair. and get it, make sure all of your hair's got the conditioner on it. And then you know what I do? Like, you want to let it sit for a few minutes. So I get all the conditioner, comb it all through my hair where I get, you know, all the hairs on your fingers, and you stick it on the wall. But you make sure you comb it all through your hair so you got the conditioner all the way through. And then I kind of just pull my hair back, and then that's when I wash the rest of my body. So I do the shampoo first thing in the shower, do the conditioner, and then I let that sit in my hair the whole time while I'm washing the rest of my body and shaving my armpits and all that kind of stuff. So then the last thing before I get out of the shower, that's when I rinse out the conditioner. It should be really, really nice and smooth. So you want to, with good conditioner, you don't necessarily have to rinse it all out. The shampoo, you want to make sure it's really, really rinsed out. With conditioner, if it's the good professional quality conditioners, if you don't totally rinse it out, you want to make sure it's rinsed out at least at your scalp, but if it's not totally rinsed out, it's fine. Sometimes if I have getting really dry or damaged hair, or if I have clients that have pretty dry, damaged hair, even after the shower, after I towel dry it, I'll get a little bit more of that and use it as a leave-in conditioner. Because the good conditioners, if you did the experiment that I told you last week, you rub your conditioner in like it's a lotion, it just absorbs into your hands and it feels like your hands are nice and soft. They're good quality, so you can use them as a leave-in conditioner even. And I'll just do a teeny bit, and you can put it like in the ends that are especially damaged or whatever. But so you can leave that in, and that will just help to really seal down that cuticle and keep that moisture in it. But then before you blow dry your hair or anything, you want to really, really get out there. Oh, that's the other thing. Before you condition it, shampoo, you want your hair really, really wet. Before you condition it, squeeze out as much water as you can in the shower. Don't be like running your hair under the water. You want to squeeze out as much water as you can before you get that conditioner in, because your hair is like a sponge. You want it to absorb the conditioner and not be full of water, because if it's full of water, it's not going to absorb the conditioner. So shampoo, get it really wet. Conditioner, squeeze out the water as much as you can before you do the conditioner. But then when you get out of the shower, before you blow dry, you want to towel dry as much as you can, even leave it in your hair turban, your towel turban for a while. You want to try and get out as much of that water as you can. And then if you want to put in a little bit conditioner, that's a good time after you've really, really towel dried it, then to put in some of that conditioner to leave in, or use a leave-in conditioner if you have a good leave-in conditioner. But before you blow dry, you want to use some good heat protectant or some serums, some of those oily kind of stuff that really helps to seal down your hair, but that'll protect it from the heat of a blow dryer or curling iron too. So anyways, those are my tips on how to shampoo and condition, which is kind of funny. I told my husband I was going to do a video about how to shampoo, and he was like, you really need to teach people how to shampoo. There really are some tips. So hopefully you learned something new about how to shampoo your hair. If you feel like you learned something, make sure you subscribe so you can find out what you're going to learn next week. I'm going to talk about, I know I've had people ask questions about recommendations of different types of shampoos and conditioners or products to use. So I think we'll do that next week, and I'll talk about some of my favorite brands of shampoos and conditioners and why I like them, or what different ones I recommend for different hair types. So stay tuned for next week. We'll talk about that. But thanks for watching. Be sure to share the video. See ya!